Hey there, quirky people! I'm your host, Anna, and today we'll be looking at every familiar character and actor that is set to appear in The Flash. Warner Bros. Discovery finally launched the first trailer of The Flash, and it was a blast. It revealed quite a few characters that are going to appear in the film. Since it is based on the infamous Flashpoint paradox storyline, we were always going to see multiple characters being brought into the mix. And on top of that, this Flashpoint also involves the multiverse, so that gave creatives the free will to add in whoever they wanted to. The usual characters in a Flashpoint movie involve the Flash, Cyborg, and Thomas Wayne's Bruce Wayne. Apart from that, there's a stunted Superman. And the finale of the event involves Aquaman and Wonder Woman leading their armies to fight each other. So many fans expected something like this when they heard of Flashpoint being the theme. But director Andy Muschietti and writer Christina Hodson changed these characters even though they've kept other similar aspects. Before we move on, I want to tell you that this video reveals almost every cameo in the film that was discovered through test screening leaks and merchandise leaks. So take it as a sort of spoiler warning and continue watching only if you want to know. And before moving on, don't forget to click on those like and subscribe buttons. With that being said, let's talk about all the characters showing up in the film. We already know that apart from two Barry Allens, there are two Bruce Waynes appearing in the film as well. First, we'll see Ben Affleck's Batman. He is coming in for his final appearance in DC. Along with him, Jeremy Irons will also show up as Alfred one last time. Batfleck will play a crucial role in the first act, as his conversation with Barry will prove to be vital and really emotional.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce, I could fix things. You could also destroy everything.
But apart from that, he'd also get a badass action sequence on his new Batcycle. And finally, we'd see a Batman sporting the dark blue and gray suit from the comics. Originally, he was supposed to return at the end to set up a sequel. All of a sudden, when Barry would have walked home, Batfleck would have showed up on Barry's many computer screens saying, "You have to save us, Barry. We've been trying to get in touch with you. We are stuck here." And this would have set up The Flash 2, where Barry goes on to search for DCEU's Bruce and the others. But this sequel setup will be deleted, as James Gunn is bringing in a new Batman instead. Apart from Batfleck, there's Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Instead of turning Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Thomas Wayne into Batman, this film is using Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne as the older Batman to guide Barry. He has got a ton of Batman suits in his armory, teasing his adventures after Batman returns. The original plan of DC's former head Walter Hamada was for Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne to become permanent in the DCEU. He would have continued with a cameo in Aquaman 2 and a small role in Batgirl. But Batgirl got cancelled. And now The Flash will mark Michael Keaton's final Batman appearance as well, because James Gunn is rebooting things. And Keaton's Batman Beyond movie has also been cancelled. Next up, we've got Dark Flash. Not only does this movie feature an 18-year-old Barry Allen from the past, but it also has a third Flash as the real villain. Instead of Reverse Flash from the original Flashpoint storyline, a Dark Flash is supposed to appear in the movie. Merchandise leaks spoiled his appearance. Maybe the younger Barry will transition into this Dark Flash persona. After all, he spray paints an old bat suit to make a Flash suit after getting his powers. And he could be the Dark Flash because he is seen kicking the older Barry in the final battle. It is also suggested that Dark Flash's suit is made out of Kryptonian metal. So maybe the younger Barry will pick up a Kryptonian armor that he finds during the final battle to take his Dark Flash persona. I guess we'll see. But next up we've got Sasha Calle's Supergirl. She is playing Kara Zor-El, who comes in as a replacement for Clark Kent.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
In the Flashpoint storyline from the comics, Clark Kent was never brought up in Smallville by his human parents. He was caught by the government and was constantly experimented upon. But it seems that in the film, it was Kara who was sent to Earth during the destruction of Krypton. But as soon as she arrived on Earth, she wasn't found by a kind couple like Jonathan and Martha Kent. The government found her and locked her up to conduct experiments on her. But then Batman and the two Barry Allens go to release her from the prison she was caught up in. That's because her main purpose in the film is to battle General Zod. After Barry alters the timeline by saving his mom, Zod's arrival on Earth gets delayed. It is rumored that along with Zod, Fiora will also appear in the film. They arrive on Earth only now. Instead of a final battle involving Atlantis and Themyscira, this Flashpoint story features a battle between Zod and Supergirl. Okay now, let's move on to the real spoiler territory as we're going to talk about the superhero cameos. The Twitter account named Undercover Audience is known for reporting what's shown in the test screenings. and he revealed all the cameos of the Flash after last year's test screenings. When Barry goes back in time, the space-time continuum starts collapsing. It is here that Barry starts seeing heroes from different worlds, which includes digitally created DH characters like Christopher Reeve's Superman, Adam West's Batman, Helen Slater's Supergirl, and Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. Apart from them, there's also a Superman character whose face is blurred. It will probably be there to bring James Gunn's new Superman into the mix. Okay, so this is where the multiversal cameos comes to an end. But another superhero showing up in the film is Aquaman. Yes, Jason Momoa will appear in the movie at the very end. Not only will it set up his upcoming film, but it will also show us that Barry has fixed the timeline up to a certain extent. That's because earlier in the film, when Barry breaks the timeline, he wipes out all metahumans, including Aquaman. When he calls Thomas Curry, he finds out that Thomas doesn't have a son. So to fix this mess, Barry tries to save the future and gives the DCU a semi-reboot. After that, Aquaman remains the same, but the likes of Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck get replaced by new actors. Apart from heroes, there are 2 other cameos. Game of Thrones actor Nikolai Coster-Waldau shows up in a non-consequential cameo, where Barry steals a hot dog from him while speeding. And another cameo in the end includes director Andy Muschietti himself. Besides all these heroes and villains, 3 characters have been removed from the film as well. And those deleted cameos include Cyborg. Cyborg's role was axed away before the movie was shot. Andy Muschietti's sister and The Flash's producer Barbara Muschietti initially confirmed that he had a role in the film. But his role was deleted when Ray Fisher had a falling out with the former leader of DC Films, Walter Hamada, and a younger Barry storyline was added instead. Apart from Cyborg, another deleted character is Henry Cavill's Superman. Last year in August, Henry Cavill shot 2 new scenes from future DC movies. One was for Black Adam, and the other one was for The Flash that would have ensured his existence in the DCEU. But because Cavill isn't Superman anymore, there's no need to keep him in The Flash either. So, his cameo has been deleted again. As I mentioned before, a blurry-faced Superman shows up in the space-time continuum scene. This was supposed to be Henry Cavill. In fact, after seeing him, Barry would have also said, "Oh, this is where you've been the whole time." But since James Gunn wants a new Superman in the DCEU, Henry Cavill's cameo has been deleted. And we'll see a blurred face once again. Now the final deleted cameo is of Wonder Woman. Originally, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman would also have showed up in the film. But since her future in the DCEU is not confirmed either, YouTuber Grace Randolph suggests that her cameo has been deleted as well. So to conclude, only Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa, who agreed to cameos in James Gunn's Peacemaker series, have survived. Rest all other Justice League members are being recast. Okay, that's all for now. Hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video. And tell us what you feel about this Flashpoint story in the comments. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.